So Hilltop, we are we're around 5 right now.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fair to say that the title defense hasn't gone as planned.
No, definitely not as planned. But
some injuries.
No, just I mean little dumb stuff, but nothing that nothing really just starts. Like I haven't been getting off. Like I've been getting off the gate good, but not getting into the first corner good type of thing. So I just need to work on fighting in that first turn and starting up front. Like I haven't even started to be in contention, you know? Like I've had to come from behind, and I'm not even really coming from behind good either. Like that's been the other struggle. Like I think last weekend I rode pretty good, but just had a bunch of dumb stuff happen and tangling with guys and just fooling around back there. So I even if I start back, I need to like just drop the hammer and go type of thing. So but I'm working on it, and I feel better every week, you know. Not particularly this week. I didn't ride once. I'm super sick. Well, I'm feeling better, a little bit better today, but didn't get to ride at all. So that's always a bummer when you're trying to make ground, you know. But overall I'm not like unhappy with what I've been doing. Like you know, obviously the results aren't there, but I've been putting in like I know I've been trying, but there's nothing. It's not like I'm leaving a bunch on the table to where I'm just like you know, if I had done that. Like I feel like I'm working hard. So and if I know I'm doing that, it'll come around, you know. The difference right now is I just think this is the most stacked it's ever been. Like I just think it's the most stacked that any series has ever been on rides bikes. I think everybody out there is really solid and has the potential to win. So you know, I don't feel bad about, you know, if I have an off day. Obviously it's tremendous, you know. Even if I have an on day, it's like, oh, everybody else is on too type of thing. You know, it's not like a thing where one guy's off today, I have it. You know, it's not those days anymore. And I just got to work around that and try to muscle my way through it.
So the way Anaheim 1 started off was like, oh, wham! Hill turns in the fastest lap of the day, right in the last second, like you're playing with everybody. You know, so we're just like, oh, here he is.
No, I'm not playing with anybody.
You know,
I wish I could say I'm sitting here playing with everybody. But no, I had a little bit of, I had the speed there, and I've been feeling good. Like that hasn't really been the issue. I think the only day where I was just bad was Houston. I just felt bad start to finish. I feel better today, even being sick, like way better. Like, so that was a bad day, probably the worst of my professional go, you know. But every other time has been, there's nothing crazy happening, you know. I just need to put two little things together and get me that much further. Like it's just everybody's going fast. You can't ride good and win right now. Like you have to ride excellent and win. And that's I've been riding good, and I've been doing everything good, but I need to do everything excellent to win.
Okay, so I know the question everybody's going to want me to ask is like, how is the bike and how are you gelling with it? Is the machinery making a difference in your results?
Well, it's definitely like an adjustment, but like I've been pretty comfortable for a while. Like we had like a kind of a chassis hiccup at the beginning, because I started out where, like we started out like where I wanted a really stiff fork, and it was overpowering the rear, and then it was like, okay, let's get the shock there now. And, you know, we were testing instead of riding during the week. We're just testing because I had this vision that I wanted, and it didn't really go the way I was looking for it to. And so we were just kind of wasted time. Like I should have just been on something basic, spinning laps. And now I feel like we have something a lot better. But I think I would have had started the season better if I would just kind of almost let things be and just moto down. Like I was spending a lot of time just trying to find a fantastic setting when, and that's not really like me either. Like I just wanted to do it. I wanted to be ultra prepared. And I think I set myself backwards doing that. So definitely could learn from that next go around. Go back to what I kind of grew up doing, like, which was just riding whatever was sitting there, you know. And that's obviously different, you know. That's an exaggeration, but you know that it does kind of hold true. Like I mean, unless you're doing it yourself, unless you really know every little piece and thing that you want. I mean, I think it's difficult to be really nitpicky because I just started chasing my tail. Like, but with that, that was a like short-term blip, though.
It's kind of like at this level, there's so many options at your disposal.
That's
it's
true.
Kind of confusing.
Yeah, you can really get lost. So I got lost a little bit for a blip there, but I mean, we got right back on track. I'd say Anaheim 1, it was a little off, and then Houston, it was like really off. So then I was like, okay, let's just go back to a pretty general thing, and it's been good ever since.
Yeah.
You know, it's been good. So just a little blip there, and yeah. I mean, other than that, like, getting used to the bike was pretty easy. Like, I just got on it and I'm like, this is exactly how I remembered it.
Yeah.
From when I rode when I was younger. I rode the same bike, and there was really not a huge, I mean, there was a difference, but not a huge, like, it wasn't worlds apart from what I remember. So it was easy. But yeah, just I got a little lost in the fine tuning, and I probably should have left things be.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I'm just looking to get the start, because like if I get the start and I get up front, everybody's gonna stop asking questions.
Is the start timing technique thing for you that's a little off,
like,
or is it, or are you down on
like,
power?
it's just the first corner. Like I have great jumps, and I kind of get in the mix, and then it's just like I don't, like I'm a little more relaxed, you know, and I just don't make that commitment and just skiver the beans on the way in. And everybody is making it seem like they're running from somebody that's gonna stab them, like in the first corner. Like everybody just at the last 5 feet, whether they take everybody down or not. I just hate that. So like, and I feel like that's even more intense this year than I've ever had it. So I think I'm just struggling with that. I'm struggling with that last little bit, you know, because even if I got out and then I'm here, you know, I'm just not making that drive in, and I need to do that. Like that's been the biggest thing for me.
Cool.
If I can get past that freaking hurdle, man, I think it'll be a lot better.
Right on, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in 2017 form here real soon.
Yeah, get back to the old stuff.
Cool. See you, buddy.